Perhaps that bell has some connection to the Tin Tower in Egglocke City. Wow, it's almost as if they're maybe telling us to go to the Tin Tower in Egglocke City. Ah, that reminds me. I overheard Team Rocket whispering. Apparently, something is going on at the Tin Tower. Wow, it's almost as if the game is telling me I should go to the Tin Tower. I don't know if I'm quite picking up on these subtle hints, Game Freak. I have no idea what's happening, but you might look into it. Yeah, I wonder what we're supposed to do in the game right now. Everybody, KingCorphish here, and welcome on back to episode 25 of our Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Egglocke. During the intro, oh my god, my throat was not having it. I've been recording so many videos lately. I've been doing so many live streams lately. We really have been grinding out here as of lately. But if you guys are excited for today's episode of the Crystal Egglocke, if you hit the like button, if you left a comment, and just interacted with this video in any way that you choose, it would mean everything to me. So thank you in advance for just helping me out with that. If you missed the last episode, it was up here on the channel. We made it here into the underground because we're gonna be taking on Team Rocket for hopefully the final episode. I really hope that in today's video we can actually wrap up all this Team Rocket stuff, because oh my god, it really feels like in the past, like, 6 episodes, honestly, it's felt like we've just been taking on Team Rocket back to back to back to back to back. I really think we're nearing the end of all of this Team Rocket stuff, though. It's a very, very long takeover that they've been having here as of lately. But if you did miss the last episode, go back and check it out. It would mean a lot, so then that way you are all caught up on how things are going. But if you already did watch the previous episode and you're already caught up on how everything's going, then that means that we can probably hop into today's episode with the team recap. I may or may not have accidentally run into a Team Rocket grunt before our team recap, but she has a Togetic right here, which we could actually probably take out with no problems at all. Like, part of me wants to send out Skippers because Skippers is super effective on Togetic. You guys may or may not know who Skippers is because we haven't done the team recap yet, but in all honesty, we're 25 episodes into this project at this point. I have a feeling that we're at the point now with this project where you're only going to really be watching this series if you've been watching up to this point, or at least around this point, because I know 25 videos is a lot of videos to take in just for one project, let alone the 4 projects plus daily live streams that we've been having here on the channel, let alone all of my other friends' content. Like, no joke, okay? We've been putting out so much content as of lately. We really are working as hard as we can to put out as much of the most high quality content that we possibly can provide for you guys. You have a Wigglytuff coming out right now. I kind of want to leave out Lapis, but at the same time, I'm kind of leaning towards not doing that, because in all honesty, okay, Wigglytuff, it's not that it's particularly a... What is Wigglytuff's animation? That Wigglytuff literally just goes... and then just everything just started flopping all about. That is actually hilarious. Okay, I take it all back. Wigglytuff is a great Pokemon. I love this. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, we could go for confusions on the Wigglytuff and try to get some more levels on Lapis, but I feel like Wigglytuff's special defense is actually pretty dang high. I don't know what tells me about it. Like, it's a pretty thick Pokemon. It literally slapped its stomach and started jiggling all about like Santa Claus, to be honest. So, I don't know if Confusion would have been the best move. Like, it would have done the trick. I can't think of anything that a Wigglytuff could have done to Lapis, but I really didn't want to even risk it. How could you? Oh my goodness, wow, this dialogue. They're really breaking new grounds with writing, aren't they, Game Freak? Let's go over the team right now. I just wanted to send out Zaya against that Wigglytuff just to have a super effective move and just take it out quickly. No, I don't want to surf. I want to do a team recap. That's how we start off all of these episodes. So, first things first, I'm the realist. We've got Lapis, the Slowpoke here, rocking out at level 32 with the Water and Psychic typing. This is going to be our focus for today's episode because very soon we are going to be having a Slowbro on the squad. That is my goal. I really hope that we can get a Slowbro here on the team. But right now, he's just a Slowpoke. He's the last Pokemon on the team that's not evolved. So that is our main goal here, is to evolve Slowpoke. But he's rocking out at level 32, as I said. Confusion, Tackle, Growl, and Surf for the moveset. Next up, we have Frank, my boy, Asteroid Mania videos. The Lapras here, rocking out at level 29 with the Water and Ice typing with the moveset of Surf, Confuse, Ray, Sing, and Body Slam. We've got a Surfing team so far. But next up, we've got Skippers here, not Surfing, the Magneton, rocking out at level 31 with the Electric and Steel typing and the moveset of Tackle, Thunder Shock, Thunder Wave, and Sonic Boom, holding the magnet to power up that Thunder Shock. Next up, we have Maui, our Espeon here, rocking out at level 27 with the Psychic typing, Tackle, Tail Whip, Sand Attack, and Quick Attack. Doesn't matter if this Maui has the Psychic typing because we don't even have a Psychic move on it, but we already have, like, Confusion on the Lapras to cover the Psychic typing, so I don't even entirely know why we have Espeon on the team, to be honest. Next up, we have Kaichiro, the man who's been around since the beginning of this series. Kaichiro's not a man. Whoops. Rocking out at level 35 with the Poison typing. Part of the OG squad, the last member of the OG squad that we have on our team now. Poison Gas, Tackle, Smog, and Sludge for the moveset. Next up and last up, we have Zaya, our Sudowoodo here, rocking out at level 32 with the Rock typing. It's a shiny Sudowoodo at that, so that's pretty exciting. With the moveset of Rock Slide, Mimic, Strength, and Low Kick. So there we go. That's the team. That's the squad. That's what everything is looking like. Like I said, we are hoping to be focusing on Lapis in today's episode. It'd be really cool. Like, okay, 6 levels seems like quite a stretch to gain in one video. Yes, I don't know if it's going to actually be possible. I don't know if it's going to actually happen. I don't know if it's actually going to be doable, but oh my god, it would be so freaking sick to be able to have a Slowbro finally in this project. Now, anyways, here's the thing. I'm not the most familiar with Gen 2. I would call Johto region one of my better regions, but when I say that, I'm referring more so to Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Pokemon Crystal, Gold, and Silver at that obviously as well. I'm not particularly the most familiar with. Like, it's not my worst gen. I would call my worst gen to be either Alola or Kanto, but it's not my best, you know? So I'm actually kind of left in the dark. I have no clue how much longer all of this Team Rocket stuff is going to actually last for, because, oh my god, I am so... It's not that I'm sick of all this Team Rocket stuff, but I'm getting so antsy to finally move on and start taking on the Ice Cave, and then start taking on Claire and the gym leader and everything, you know? Like, we're getting towards the end of this game. Like, I can feel it, I can taste it. Like, we're definitely, this series is going to be wrapping up eventually. Like, my guess will be within the next 5 to 10 episodes, obviously. So just somewhere in the 30s is what I'm guessing. I don't know if that could be a thing, but that's at least what I'm guessing. But I really want to move on. I really want to move on, and Electrode is about to come out here onto the field. We don't have a ground type for Electrode. We can go with Zaya. I feel like Zaya would probably be our best bet then, because if it does happen to somehow self-destruct, we'll at least have the Rock type out here on the field, which can tank that hit pretty well. Rock resist normal, obviously, and, you know, self-destruct, explosion, whatever it is a normal type move. So look at me go with them pro strats, though. Sonic Boom, that's not quite explosion, but you know what? Prepare for the worst, right? So anyways, as I was saying, I really want all this Team Rocket stuff to wrap up because I'm getting so antsy. I want to take on the Ice Cave. I want to take on the 8th Gym Leader. I want to take on the Dragon's Den. There's so many cool things that Johto has to offer, but we just keep doing all this Team Rocket stuff. Like, it's cool. I'm excited about the story and, you know, all of that fun stuff. Taking on Team Rocket, saving the Johto region and the world, and whatever else may be happening. Like, yeah, I'm pumped about it, I suppose. But oh my god, it's been like 6 episodes now of just non-stop Team Rocket, you know? Like, we had our 1 episode break in the middle of our Team Rocket endeavors where we got to take on the 7th Gym Leader, Pryce. But that's it. It just feels like, you know what? Honestly, here, hold up. I don't know if this is particularly conventional or not. Like, I don't know. I may be roasted right now for going on my phone in the middle of an episode. Whoopsie, sorry. But I want to check this series real quick, okay? I just want to check the Crystal Egglocke real quick, okay? So we started doing all this Team Rocket stuff at episode 19. Episode 19 was the very first episode of all of the Team Rocket stuff, okay? After that, okay, episode 20, 21, episode 22, we had the gym battle, okay? Then we had 23, then we had 24 of Team Rocket stuff. So there's 1, 2, 3 gym battle for 5 episodes now of Team Rocket stuff, plus this. So this is the 6th. Okay, we had 1 episode of a break with Pryce. Okay, that was not Team Rocket stuff. That was not Team Rocket shenanigans. We got a gym battle in there. Oh my God, the Clefairy went for Sing. Like, that's not a problem. That's just annoying to deal with. Like, we could wait to wake up, or we could switch, but it's also setting up minimizes. This Clefairy is being so annoying. Don't do it again. Okay, cool. I was about to say, if you were going to go for another minimize, that would have been so freaking annoying. But yeah, no, it's not that I'm not enjoying the series. It's not that I'm not enjoying the Team Rocket stuff or the story or any of this, or like, you know, this is technically the climax of the story, you know? Pokemon games didn't typically have such an impactful story until like Gen 3, Gen 4-ish, you know? So, this is an older generation. Obviously, there's no like climax, you know? There's no darkest day to be had outside of Sword and Shield. But oh my goodness, bro. 6 straight videos of Team Rocket. Like, I want to move on. I really want to take on Claire. I want to go through the Ace Cave. I'm sorry if I'm repetitive, by the way. That's just kind of how my commentary is at this point, to be honest. Like, my solo videos are very podcasty. I've kind of come to terms with, and I've realized. Like, I literally just hop onto the microphone and I start rambling. I just start talking about whatever comes to mind. I never know what I'm going to be talking about in a video, a solo episode, you know? Like, I literally just start rambling. So, my life, let's actually start talking about this and start getting into some more, I don't know, interesting conversation topic, I suppose. But, oh my goodness, life has been feeling incredibly overwhelming as of lately. I kid you not. I leave at the time of recording this video, which is also day of, who's surprised? I'm recording this video right now. It's 4:19 p.m. on Saturday, December 14th. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, life's been feeling so hectic and so overwhelming as of lately. Like, it's just felt like, it's just felt like constant work. I felt like I've never left my PC since I got home from Michigan for Thanksgiving. But I'm going to be leaving to go to Michigan for Christmas in 5 days from now. I'm going to be going to Michigan December 19th, which, oh my goodness, like, there's so much stuff that needs to be done before then, and it just feels so overwhelming. I got to record so many videos and edit so many videos, and obviously we just started the 12 Days of Christmas live stream marathon series, which we do that every single year on the channel, which, oh my God, I gotta just start giving some thank yous. I just got to start giving some thank yous. We started off our 12 Days of Christmas marathon yesterday, and oh my goodness, you guys met it with so much support and generosity and kind words and obviously super chats and donations and everything like that. Like, oh my goodness. Words can't even begin to describe how much last night meant to me. At the time of recording this video, last night we live streamed the Frozen game for the iPhone. Tonight, we're going to be doing another 12 Days of Christmas live stream. By the way, we're going to be doing it for 12 straight days from now up until Christmas. No joke, we're going to be doing nonstop live streams. So tonight, we're going to be doing a massive live stream, like the biggest stream of the whole series. We're going to be having the entire Georgia squad. So Dylan, You're Not a Gamer, Frank, Astro Media Videos, Lex, Linz, TJ, Taylor, Brooks, no joke, the entire Georgia squad will be involved with tonight's live stream. And I'm not going to say what game it is, because that is the theme with the 12 Days of Christmas live stream marathon, is that we're not announcing the game. It's going to be a surprise every single night. We just knocked out a Staryu, by the way. That's Keyshawn's favorite Pokemon. Shout out to my boy Keyshawn. I miss him. My best friend from Michigan. You guys obviously know who Keyshawn is at this point. I talk about him all the freaking time. I come to terms with that too. Chinchou is the next Pokemon that's going to come onto the screen. That's Shucky. My voice is so shot. Like I said, I've been recording so much content as of lately. Very overwhelming. But, all right. Speaking of Keyshawn, though, I feel like I can just start talking about him. If I bring him up, that just leads to its own conversation topics right there, to be honest. But anyways, speaking of Keyshawn right now, okay? What did you guys think of the 12 Days of Christmas countdown timer? It's actually been a minute since we've had a countdown timer for a series on my channel lately. So it was so interesting to get to work on one again. So for the 12 Days of Christmas countdown timer, I made one for, it's based off Milk and Cookies, the modern day Christmas classic, now available on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Apple Music, and all other digital retailers. Keyshawn Spanks, featuring my boy Vinny, aka Original 151, my dude, okay? So what do you guys think of that countdown timer? I tried tried so many new things on that countdown timer, and I'm actually pretty freaking proud of it. I tried a lot of new tricks. I learned a lot when working on that countdown timer. Like, no joke, I tried just new techniques that I've never attempted before. It was so much fun. I almost TM40, that's kind of lit. I tried my best to almost kind of replicate a Trap Nation video. If you know what Trap Nation is, it's a YouTube channel where they showcase a lot of different EDM artists and stuff. I want to check what TM40 is, just out of curiosity. So their videos, Kinesis, that's pretty lame, but their videos are pretty identifiable, where they have like a, you know, like a logo in the center with particles, and then it all just like pulses to the music. I had to go deep into the code of Adobe After Effects in order to actually time the music with the pulsating countdown timer. Like, I learned a lot with that. On top of that, I did little things like, you know, I had like a glow happen whenever there was a bass like in the song, or like zoom blurs happening. Like, I don't know, I tried my best to get creative with that countdown timer, learn new things, think outside of the box. I'm very new with Adobe After Effects, but that is what I started using for that countdown timer, just because I knew that it could do things that Adobe Premiere can't do. That's the video editing system that I always use, but After Effects is meant more so for like motion graphics and animation. Anyways, what? You came to rescue me? Thank you. No problem. The radio tower. What's happening there? It's taking over my Team Rocket. Here, take this card key. And we just received the card key, which means that Team Rocket shenanigans is not over yet. Oh my god. Use that to open the shutters on the 3rd floor. I'm begging you to help. There's no telling what they'll do if they control the transmitter. Oh no, not the transmitter. They might even be able to control Pokemon using a special signal. Man, it's so funny how, like, these older games, the story was like, Team Rocket is being evil. What if they control Pokemon? Like, it seems so... like, there's no real impact. There's no real substance to this compared to, like, the Darkest Day in, you know, the Galar region, or freaking Getsis questioning the liberation of Pokemon if we're using them as slaves, or, like, freaking... what's the other one? Gen 4, when Getsis is literally entering the distortion world in order to create his own perfect idea of the universe. Like, I don't know. It's just, they do such massive things in Pokemon stories now, but comparing that to, like, what if Team Rocket controls Pokemon with a transmitter? I don't know. It's just so interesting how these older games, I don't know, the story is so... not necessarily an afterthought, but they really didn't, like, get super in, like... it doesn't feel like the world is at stake and we have to be the hero. I don't know. You're the only one I can call on. Please save the radio tower and all the Pokemon nationwide. Like, it's just kind of save the Pokemon, save the world, but, like, it doesn't feel like it's as impactful, I guess, as Gen 5 story, you know, or, like, even, you know, the Darkest Day stuff. Oh my gosh, yo, talk to me. Macho! Yo, Machoke me daddy. Shout out to the 3-way verses. That is one of my favorite projects that I've ever done. Which floor? So I think we are trying to go to the 3rd floor right now, right? I actually don't know really where we are. Like, the Goldenrod City music is starting to play again, but I think this is the Mart, isn't it? Yeah, no, we're not supposed to go to the third floor just yet. We're supposed to go to the 3rd floor of the radio tower, which this is not the radio tower. This is, in fact, the Mart. Here we go. So let's make sure to go heal up, because I have a feeling we're going to be taking on an executive. Like, here's the thing. The whole point of this game is Team Rocket is getting back together in order to try to summon Giovanni. So we're not even, like, battling any sort of, like, bosses. You know, we're battling executives, yeah, but it doesn't feel like there's any sort of, like, hyped up antagonist. There's no hyped up evil leader controlling this mission, you know? Like, Giovanni, like, gave Team Rocket, like, a final boss, you know? But it just feels like we keep battling the same executives over and over and over, you know? Like, it doesn't feel like there's any sort of impact with this story. Like, again, I don't know if I'm maybe thinking in too deep with this compared to, I don't know, future games, and obviously this is an older game, so I can't really be comparing it to Sword and Shield, really, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it's just, like... it just doesn't feel like there's a lot at stake. I don't know, like, oh no, they can control Pokemon. Like, I guess that is bad. Like, I want to keep them away from the transmitter for that reason. But I don't know. and I want to keep talking about the Sword and Shield story a little bit more, but I also don't want to spoil it for anybody. So, I don't know. This is a pretty interesting scenario. We already talked to you, didn't we? We stashed the real director in the underground warehouse. It's at the far end of the underground, but I doubt you'll ever get that far. Okay, we already made it that far, so I got to make it to the 3rd floor of the radio tower, which low-key actually kind of don't know where that is. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm low-key kind of unfamiliar with this game so far. Oh, wait, is it right here? It's the card key slot. Ryan inserted the card key. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, cool. We're still making progress. That's what I like to see. Why did the shutter open? Did you have something to do with this? Oh, my goodness. Like, this dialogue right here, it's not that good. Like, I don't know. Game Freak didn't really get good at writing until later on in the series, it seems like. I don't know. I could be overthinking this, obviously. Marowak is right here. You think you'll wrap some Marowak? I'll leave you with a broken collar. Magma, aqua, ocean, water. You are just as lit as magma. Wait. I think I might have messed up that. I don't know how many people watching this video know who Matt Forio is. He's another Pokemon YouTuber, content creator in this YouTube community. He did the Pokemon rap tag, forever ago. So that was a line from that Pokemon rap tag. Just shout out to him. Fantastic content creator, really good rapper, and just, I don't know, great writer. I don't know, nothing but good things to say about that dude. But anyways, all right. Speaking of Pokemon Sword and Shield, I don't want to spoil anything about the story or anything like that. Like, I know I'm talking a lot about Pokemon stories and lore and everything like that right now, so I don't want to particularly spoil anything, about Pokemon Sword and Shield in case there's anybody watching this video right now who hasn't gotten a chance to play those games yet or don't want to be spoiled yet, which is totally okay. Low-key, that's why I have this Pokemon Crystal series going on the channel right now, so then that way there are those people in the community who don't want to watch the Sword and Shield content. They have something to watch as well alongside it. You know what I'm talking about? So what I'm going to say is not spoilers, but I am going to talk about Sword and Shield for a second. We just got done. The other day, we did a 10-hour live stream of Pokemon Sword and Shield. We finished up the rest of the game, and oh my gosh. Like, that game, I swear. Whew. Wait, are we battling another executive right now? Like, here's the thing. There's so many executives that I don't even, realize that we're battling them. Like, it doesn't feel like they're very impactful anymore. You know what I mean? Like, we just keep battling the same executives over and over. Like, there's no evil team member. Like, there's no Oriana. There's no... there's no... I'm trying to think of other team members. En, Getsis... even in Hoenn. In Ruby Sapphire, they didn't really have any executives. They just had, Archie and Magby? No, Archie and Maxie. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, commentating's hard, to be honest. Like, they didn't particularly have, an evil team backing them up with other evil characters within the evil organization. But at least in Oris, they introduced Sally and the other dude, the really thick guy, Jack-looking guy. Gosh, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but whatever. You guys hopefully know what I'm talking about. If you do know the name of the other Team Aqua, Team Magma executives, please let me know because it would actually help me out a lot. But anyways, it just doesn't feel very, very impactful. I'm sorry if I keep using that word, but it's just like we keep battling the same executives. It doesn't help either that they have the exact same sprite every single time as well. The purple looking dude with the short hair and the purple jacket. Like, here, this guy right here is going to slide onto the screen right there. Like, it doesn't help that it's the exact same character. You know what I mean? Like, there's just nothing differentiating him or giving any sort of meaning to these executives. Like, there's not even dialogue after you defeat him. I don't know. Don't I think Pokemon are cute? I'll think my Pokemon are cute after they beat yours. Got him! Burn! Woo! Shout out to that 70s show. Kelsom does that every single time that there's a roast in that show. Me, Frank, and Dylan have been watching that show so much as of lately. Like, oh my goodness. I know we talk about it actually kind of sort of often, but every single day, every single night, me and Frank will turn on that 70s show and we'll watch a couple episodes and just get a little bit further in the series. Right now, we just started episode 4. Last night, episode 4, season 4 is what I meant to say. Sorry. But last night, me, Frank, Dylan, and Brooks hung out at our house until 4 in the morning, and we just kept watching that 70s show episode after episode after episode after episode, and we made it. We just started episode 4. We're a couple episodes into that one already, and oh my god, that show is so funny. That show is so good. I cannot recommend that show enough. If you're watching this video right now, oh god, if you like our friend group's content, I guarantee you will like that 70s show. It's a show that I have seen it before. Dylan's obviously, it's one of his favorite TV shows ever. Like, us watching that show, Dylan can, like, quote that show in a lot of different lines in it. Like, he knows it off the top of his head. He knows it by heart, by memory. It's so crazy. And then Brooks has obviously seen it a ton of times as well. Frank has never seen it before, though, so it's a first watch for him. But me, Dylan, and Brooks are just fanboying over it, because I used to watch that show actually a bit growing up, as interesting as it sounds. Like, when I was, like, a little kid, like, when I was a toddler, me, my parents, and my older brother used to watch that show all the time, like, at family dinner, or every night we'd, gather in the living room and, watch it together. Like, it was a big family show for me, so it's weirdly nostalgic for me. It's sentimental for that reason. Like, I don't know. I've also watched that show a lot with my other friends, like back in Michigan in high school and stuff. So, it's so interesting watching it with Frank, and I don't know. It's weird because I don't know the show, like, off the top of my head like Dylan or Brooks do, But whenever I watch episodes from that show, like, they just start to come back, It's just the nostalgia hits, and I start to recognize everything again. Like, there have been so many, like, times that we'll be talking about that 70s show, me, Frank, and Dylan, like, if we're at the gym or if we're hanging out at Dylan's house or whatever, and Dylan will be like, yeah, Frank is, right here, and, this show's so good right now, but wait until this happens later in the series, and I'm just like, wait, what happened? Oh, yeah, yes, I vaguely know what you're talking about. But then once we actually start watching the show, like, on the screen, we get into it a little bit, then everything starts rushing back. My favorite episode of that show is easily, hands down, the one where they go to Canada to try to get beer. It's so funny. That's easily my favorite episode. Definitely a nostalgic one. Like I said, me and my family used to watch that show all the time growing up. My parents, my older brother, it means a lot. Why? Why do I have to suffer through this? Meowth, help me. Aww. I would feel bad, but I kind of don't. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep progressing. Let's keep battling these traders and keep trying to save Pokemon from being taken over by the transmitter. I lost then, but I won't this time. Wait a second. So are we just, like, battling every single executive back to back to back to back? I think we are. Oh my god, that's so cool. Like, okay, it would have more impact if they gave, like, names to these executives. It would have more impact if they actually, like, gave some sort of, like, meaning to the story, but at least they're trying, and that's gotta be that's gotta be given props for something, I suppose. Like, if you want to think about it that way, it's cool. Like, they're attempting cool things. It just doesn't feel like it hit quite yet, at least in comparison to the newer games, Like, now that I'm playing through an older Pokemon game, like, I'm really realizing a lot of the flaws with these older generations. I don't know. It's just interesting to play a Pokemon game, an older one, and to focus on the story and the dialogue a little bit. I don't know. Because whenever a new Pokemon game comes out, like Sword and Shield, and the co-op, obviously, me and Frank are really paying attention to the story in that game. We're, reading all the dialogue and, giving all the characters voices. We're getting invested in, like, Hop and Pierce and Marnie and, all the characters. Like, there's so many, impactful moments in Sword and Shield, and it's our first impressions, our first playthrough. We really want to pay attention to it and just experience the games, But it's so interesting to have that same mindset with an older Pokemon game that I haven't played really before. Like, I have played Pokemon Crystal before, but, like, this is my first time really sitting down, focusing on the games, and trying to actually, like, experience them as if they're brand new, reading the dialogue, creating story in my head. I don't know. It's just things like that. It's interesting to me, and just comparing it back to the newer gen. I don't know. I don't know. But I guess now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I'm talking about it out loud, they did do that in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They did give all the executive names. They did give them some, like, story and, lore and, a lot of stuff to actually make the battles with them impactful. Like, right here, this executive's dialogue was you beat me in Mahogany Town, but you're not going to do it this time, even though I'm doing it this time. Like, whatever, it is what it is. We already know that's going to happen. I'm the Pokemon Master. I'm here to save the world and stuff. It's just me, the 10-year-old that is given the responsibility to save the world, not the authorities, whatever. But it's interesting. They're attempting something. Like, they are trying, and it's kind of cool. Like, it's kind of cool. They're trying how, like, we took them on in Mahogany Town, and now we're taking them on again here at the radio tower and battling all the executives back to back to back. They're all trying to stop us because this is the final attempt, to finally stop the kid that's been foiling with their plans. I don't know. It's cool, like, it's kind of climactic, but it isn't nothing like the newer games. Right here, we just one-shotted the Macargo, though. Vapu Beep, you're dead. Can we hit level 34? Not quite. We almost hit level 34, but not quite. What do you have to say for yourself? This can't be happening! I fought hard, but I still lost. Like, and that's all that she wrote. Like, there's not even dialogue after we beat them. Like, it's just kind of, there's no source of impact. But it looks like we made it to the top of the tower. It is time, I think, for the final Team Rocket battle, I hope. Oh, you managed to get this far? You must be quite the trainer. We intend to take over this radio station and announce our comeback. That should bring our boss Giovanni back from his solo training. We are going to regain our former glory. I won't allow you to interfere with our plans. Like, is it me or is... Like, yes, there's a story to be had here, but it doesn't feel like there's much substance to it. Like, it just feels so vague. It just feels so vague. I don't know. I'm at least trying to like, not enjoy it, because I actually having fun with this game, but I'm trying to make it important, you know, and it's hard to do that when this dialogue is pretty samey. It's pretty repetitively. I don't know. I'm so excited, though, to move on from all this Team Rocket stuff, because, like I said, it's been 6 episodes now of just Team Rocket arc, and I'm pumped to get to move on from it, take on the Ice Cave, and then, you know, really just move forward in this game, progress a little bit, because we are kind of getting towards the end of the Crystal series right now, which is exciting. Houndour is about to come out right now, which is a water type. We can send back out Lapis. Now, yes, Houndour is part dark, and that is super effective on Lapis because we're a psychic type. But I have a feeling that we'll be able to one-shot it. Well, maybe not. Like, okay, Surf is powerful. Surf is, you know, stab. Okay, cool. No, we flinched. Okay, we got to switch then, because I am not trying to leave Lapis out against another bite. Like, sure, we could maybe try to heal, but then we'll just be locked into heal spamming, and I don't know. That just wouldn't be smart. That just wouldn't be smart. Basically, if you get into a situation... Oh my god, I have Feint Attack. I think that's stronger than Bite. Wow, that's crazy. But I think if it gets to a point where you just kind of start heal spamming, like, you're basically asking for a crit and then you lose. You die right there, because we can't live 2 bites. We maybe could live 2 bites, but we live on, like, a little HP, and it's just kind of like... I'm not trying to let that happen. We are 30 minutes into today's episode, though, so after this battle, if there's any more dialogue stuff, you know, we'll go through all that, but then we'll wrap it all up. Yo, Lapis is learning Headbutt. Don't we have Tackle on Lapis? Headbutt's definitely better than Tackle. I think I want to definitely learn Headbutt. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Like, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Like, you know, for 25 videos into a series, you'd think that we'd have some better moves and everything. But, you know what? You can't complain with them trying, I suppose. What's your next Pokemon? Your final Pokemon. It is a Kabutops. Okay, so that's what? Rock Water? That's actually not the easiest type to deal with. I think we're going to leave out Frank, and let's just try to hit you with a Surf. Gosh, I actually don't know if that's quite super effective or not. I don't know if that's... Oh! Isn't Absorb... Is that super effective on Frank? Yeah, it is. It has that dialogue going right there. Sucked health from Frank. Oh my god, I can't believe that Pokemon game just said sucked. I can't believe they would allow us such language in this game. That's crazy, to be honest. But how does a Surf do? That's actually not super effective. I thought that it was. All right, we are going to switch out to Zaya then, because Zaya has Low Kick, and I do know that Low Kick is super effective on Kabutops, so we'll rock out with that then. So anyways, my day for the rest of the... Oh, wait a second. Absorb is super effective on Zaya. We're good, though. Absorb is not a very strong move. Not Stab. Like, I don't know. I see that super effective move when I get scared. Yeah, okay. You're just going to keep going for Absorb. Okay, we're fine. We're fine there. We can take that out. We take those. So, Low Kick. Let's see. It's not Stab, but it is super effective. How will this do on Kabutops? There we go. It's super effective. One more Low Kick will do the trick. You're going to probably go for one more Absorb, I'll be honest. Yeah, there's nothing else that you really can do in this situation. Haha. So the rest of my day. After this recording session, I got to edit literally this video that you're watching right now and make sure that it goes up at a good time, because we have our 12 Days of Christmas live stream series tonight for the next 12 days. Daily live streams. Get pumped. But there's a lot of setup for tonight's live stream. We're going to be having the whole squad, multiple camera angles. Like, we're going to try our best to put on a production. We're going to have people changing camera angles behind the cameras, light crews and everything. It's exciting. No, forgive me, Giovanni. Like, all right, sure. I guess there's a story to be had right now. How could this be? Our dreams have come to naught. What does that word mean? Can someone in the comments please describe naught, please? I need that definition right now. I wasn't up to the task after all. Like Giovanni did before me, I will disband Team Rocket here today. Farewell. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. You're feeling strange like weather, but I was led astray the day you walked away. You are the clock that's just ticking into my heart. Change the state of mind. Love's just hard to find. Oh my god, I love that song. Ryan, thank you. Your courageous actions have saved Pokemon nationwide. I know it's not much, but please take this. I don't know what the clear bell does, but yay. We got a reward for courageously saving the world. It didn't really feel like the world was at stake, but I guess we did that. Oh man, it feels so good though to beat Team Rocket. We finally move on. We can finally move on. There used to be a tower right here in Goldenrod City, but it was old and creaky. So we replaced it with our radio tower. We dug up that bell during construction. I heard that all sorts of Pokemon lived in Goldenrod in the past. Perhaps that bell has some connection to the Tin Tower in Ecruteak City. Wow, it's almost as if they're maybe telling us to go to the Tin Tower in Ecruteak City. Ah, that reminds me. I overheard Team Rocket whispering. Apparently, something is going on at the Tin Tower. Wow, it's almost as if the game is telling me I should go to the Tin Tower. I don't know if I'm quite picking up on these subtle hints, Game Freak. I have no idea what's happening, but you might look into it. Yeah, I wonder what we're supposed to do in the game right now. Okay, I better go to my office. Okay. Honestly, though, I think this is probably the best time to wrap things up. Apparently, in the next episode, we're going to the Tin Tower. We got a max elixir. That's great. All right, let's go ahead. Let's wrap things up here. Ah, man, we finally took out Team Rocket, though. Thank the Lord. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching today's episode of the Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Egglocke. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I'll catch you all in the next episode where I think we're supposed to go to the Tin Tower. I'll see you all in the next episode. Love you all, and peace. Shucky got the kill! Shucky got the kill! Shucky! Let's go!